going to talk about this?
What? If you haven't heard, the Bears are in the Super Bowl today.
Yeah. And if you haven't heard, so is alcohol.
It's weird. They spelled it like Eagles, though.
Yeah, they fucked that one up. That's a big miss.
The spelling.
All year they've been fucking that up.
And it turns out when they were shipping the stuff to Arizona, they sent them all Eagles stuff. And and it turns out also they accidentally sent out the whole Eagles team instead of the Bears.
Yo, you look fucking great, dude. You look like you're getting ready to run through a brick wall. Do you think if you had a coach in the NFL that could just hype you to fuck up, that you'd waterboy that shit?
Oh yeah.
Right now you look like you're ready to run through a brick wall.
Oh yeah, I bought this off eBay.
I love that, dude. That is so fucking good. Welcome back to the Whiskey Talks podcast. Dude.
It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Recording.
Fucking, I have a feeling that this is going to be a good one. Might as well just get going here. We got some local whiskey today, some New York Hudson.
Well, while you're pouring that, who are you wearing?
Oh, on the subject of alcohol. For those of you that are unsure about the jersey that I'm wearing, if you're watching it on YouTube, I'm wearing a Browns jersey, not a Browns fan. I don't dislike the Browns, but I'm not a Browns fan. I was a huge Johnny Manziel fan, but he's a huge alcoholic.
He's a huge fan of alcohol.
100%. And as am I.
What you were saying.
As am I. And as we're recording this, by the way, this is going to come out multiple weeks after the Super Bowl's done and over with.
Oh, yeah.
But as we're
recording this... A
little
peek behind the curtain, none of the episodes are out yet. It's the third episode.
Correct. Yeah. This will be episode 3, and the moment that we're recording this, it's actually Super Bowl Sunday. Today is the Super Bowl. So we're having some... For those of you that don't have the liberty to watch what just happened, Colin is wearing a helmet, a Chicago Bears helmet. He's fully Chicago Bears'd out, and
Chicago Bird
he
out.
just attempted to drink the whiskey through the helmet.
Oh.
Yo, that has to be the before and after of a circumcision, what just happened right there. You had a hooded penis for a head for a minute there.
I was protected, right?
Now it's protecting your
was
beef.
Protected. And then the doctors were like, oh, let's cut that off. You don't need that. Are you good? We're going to cut that off, parents. Are you all right with that? And they're like, yeah. Let's cut off all those nerves. Who gives a shit?
Screw it. It helps.
It's fucking stupid. We can... This wasn't on my list, but I learned something about circumcisions. Don't laugh. It's a medical procedure.
I have a lot
There's
of
another
procedures.
part that you're going to laugh at. Is that part of it is once you cut it off, the guy who cut it off has to suck it.
No.
Yeah.
You're fucking full of shit right now.
No, I'm not.
You're telling me that the doctor that performs the circumcision has to suck what?
The penis.
You're a fucking dude. That's not
to
even
stop
funny.
The bleeding. I'm not joking.
Yo, pull that up on your phone right now. That's horseshit, because it's definitely not suck. They definitely just got to... And by suck it with what?
No. There was a whole thing about this. There was a whole thing where one of the doctors was
this
like...
This is good bourbon. I love that.
Very good. I love things that look like they come out of a medical bottle. It's always...
That looks pharmaceutical.
Yeah, it looks very pharmaceutical.
Hudson whiskey. The camera's probably not focused. We'll hold it there for a sec. Let it focus on it. Beautiful.
So, what was it?
Sucking the penis.
So how did I forget?
Something we recurringly visit on this show.
What are you gonna do?
I got you, buddy. I got you. I'll keep it over. Want me to keep it over here?
No, let's have it.
Oh yeah.
Show?
For sure.
Even though I'm the only Bears fan, that sounds.
I like the Bears. I fuck with the Bears. The big Fields guy.
Some people don't. I'm a big Fields guy too.
Sure.
But we went over your jersey. My jersey.
Yeah.
Is Dick Butkus.
The best name in NFL history.
Legendary Bears linebacker, but also legendary name in general.
Without a doubt.
Butkus.
That's the best name. There are great, hilarious names.
Some great names.
Remember DeBrickashaw Ferguson?
Oh.
Dude, what the fuck happened there? It sounds like their parents recorded the sound of dumping a bunch of shit down a flight of stairs. DeBrickashaw!
DeBrickashaw!
That's what I'm saying. There's been a lot.
O.J. Simpson.
Well, that's not
That's a funny one.
a funny name though. That's just a funny guy.
Orenthal James is pretty funny.
Oh, his actual name.
His Orenthal
Yeah.
James.
It sounds almost like a device you'd use to clean
It sounds
your
like a
teeth.
professor, but he's not. He's
Orenthal.
only a professor of death.
Yeah. I've always wanted to just dive into that man's head and figure out what he thinks. Like, do you think he contemplates murdering other people?
I think in his head he's this hero that has to find the killer, but at the end he finds out that it was him all along.
Oh, so you think he has multiple personality disorder?
I'm not saying that never came out of my mouth. I don't know the diagnosis of multiple personality disorder. I mean,
If there was a guy. Dude, imagine like him and Kanye made something together. Anyway.
that's coming up.
Dude, what? Can you prove to me that a doctor sucks an infant penis?
I can try, but I don't really know what to type in because I saw it on a podcast that I had to pay for to see. So like it's behind a paywall. So like I'll shout it out. It's 8-Ball on TMG. It's very good. That's what they were talking about.
Sound legit, man. Sounds like you're covering it up.
It has two people who are very into finance.
I believe
they know what they're talking about.
I believe that you heard it. I'm not sure I believe that it's true.
that you heard it.
Yeah. Well, what is the act?
I know there was like a whole thing about like one doctor sucked like 80,000 baby penises.
Can you please put
Wild
that?
way to put this in like the first 5 minutes.
Can you please put that in literal terms? Like they're not blowjob. That's not a blowjob. situation.
No. It's to stop the bleeding.
But they don't use their mouths. They're using their fucking mouths.
Yes.
There's no way that a doctor's like and sucking on that thing to stop the blood. Colin, that cannot be factually correct. Can you please Google how do doctors suck off babies? Like, I don't know what words to use there.
Well, because I know they were saying like there was like I'm recalling this from memory, so it's really bad, but like there was like a whole thing where people were trying to get them to use a tool, and they were like, "No, this is how we're supposed to do it."
Oh, so this is a long time ago.
Well,
they're not currently sucking baby penises. They are?
Orthodox, I believe.
Okay.
If I'm not wrong.
Fuck, man. I wish we could phone a friend right now.
Hold on. We don't have any
Well, you'd have to ask your mom how your doctors did, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're snipped, I'm snipped. I can't call my mom right now. We're using my phone to record. Otherwise, I'd be more... Oh, she's at work, too. Fuck my ain. What a hot start to the podcast.
That's crazy that circumcision's nowhere in, like, the search suggestions. Other people are looking for it. Google's just hiding it.
I think circumcision is a controversial topic.
Well, yeah, because now it's like, it's my skin, my choice. You know what I mean?
I don't care if somebody's circed or not. I also don't care about penis, but it's like controversial. I want my son to look like me. Yeah, okay, that's great. Do you give your kid a choice, or you do it at birth? People are doing it at birth, but do you think like over time when the kid grows up, maybe it should be the kid's decision to snip his beef? I don't think it fucking matters.
On that same podcast, they were talking about how one of them had got a late circumcision at like, I think maybe not 13, but it was like the younger teenagers, and he was just saying how horrible it was.
How horrible it is to get circumcised?
To get circumcised in your early teens.
I can't imagine
while
how horrific
you're
that is.
Going through puberty, getting hard all the time during a gust of wind.
No shot that I would do that if I wasn't circumcised.
Yeah.
Like, that could be so that could be like up at the top of the levels of trauma.
Oh no, he described it. He was sitting in the bathtub and he just felt like he lost a game of Saw, or like
that's how he described
stitches,
it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Would you like if there was a procedure to put it back on? You think you would do that?
I think it's.
You think
it wouldn't be my? It would have to be like another skin because like my skin.
Yours is long gone.
My skin's
dried
all
out.
Dried out, probably very small, because of. You know.
I mean, yeah, baby,
I grew my disfigured skin.
Because to me,
you know,
and this might not, but I can't speak. This might not be the case. To me, I think that having an uncircumcised penis almost gives the illusion of having a larger penis. Like your penis almost looks bigger.
It does. It's like
It's
having
like thicker at the top.
It's like having like a little bit on the top.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little. It's like the skin gives you a little.
Like if you were
couple
wearing a
more inches.
turtleneck, literally right now,
Right. I own.
you
two.
would look like you'd have like a wider, more brolic neck.
I own two. Mm-hmm. I felt very confident in my turtleneck when I wore it. I get it. Yeah. I just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What a start to this show. We're talking about doctors sucking off babies,
And that came naturally. That wasn't planned at all.
And I called Johnny Manziel an alcoholic publicly.
Well,
Johnny Football. First of all, can I say something?
by the way, Dick Buck is a great guy.
I've not heard anything bad about him.
He's doing stuff with the Bears social team, and he's so funny.
I don't know
love him.
why
With
Johnny
all my heart.
Manziel.
I
love Dick.
Dick Buckus. If you're listening, we know you're not, but I love you so fucking much. That we're
Finally, we got somebody on the podcast that Colin actually fucking likes.
It took 3 episodes.
Let's go. Yeah, that's hype as fuck. Oh, it's a Reebok jersey too.
Yeah, it's an old.
Holy fuck,
It's
that
'cause
is
I got
so
it when I
nice.
was-
You got way more like nice jerseys than I do. I only have a handful at this point now because I've gotten rid of a lot.
Well, see, here's the thing. My mom is from New Jersey, so
I love that jersey.
we're better.
Jesus,
No, I'm not from New
jersey
Jersey.
blows.
I'm not from New Jersey.
Jersey sucks.
I was born in Colorado and he moved.
Jersey's
here.
like
No.
top 5 worst states. Probably.
Next to Connecticut, yeah.
I have not been to Connecticut. I can't speak on
it's
Connecticut.
It's absurd how many New England states make it on that list.
Speaking of your jersey,
Love you.
Johnny Manziel, how is he not like working for Barstool? Like he is a not just a college football legend. He's a college personality legend. Like he embodies like frat house. You know what I mean?
Well, has he gotten over his alcoholism?
I couldn't tell you. I'll tell you right now, when Johnny Manziel was in college, I was the biggest fan of Johnny Manziel. The way that he was just electric. He was like WWE meets college football.
I do think if you put Johnny Manziel in the time of the first Super Bowl,
He's Joe Namath.
he would thrive.
He'd be better than Joe.
Well, because
All due respect to Broadway Joe Namath.
No, since the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl today, you've seen the legendary picture of their quarterback at the time smoking a cigarette on the sideline, right?
No.
Just on the bench, just like
Oh, yeah.
like a legendary photo.
Almost like Joe Burrow in the college football championship.
Yeah,
Which
except-
that was
Except
badass
he's
too.
still playing. He's just on the sideline smoking a cigarette.
That's hilarious. That's
The
that's
1960s.
just a different time, dude.
Yeah.
They were wearing leather helmets and running QB sneak on
Not
every
in
fucking
1960s.
play.
That was more 1940s.
Oh, yeah,
See,
you're
this
right.
is where you get. This is where
I'm
So,
thinking a
you
long
know,
time
since,
ago.
Since the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, I don't know if you knew this. I mean, I probably said it in passing to you. The Steelers and Eagles.
You know me, I know football.
The Steelers and Eagles had to join forces one year.
Yeah, I remember this. I
remember
know
when
this.
I was a kid.
Steagles.
Yes.
The Steagles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because of World War II.
And I feel like Steelers and Eagles fans, and I don't know this for sure, but I feel like they don't butt heads much. I mean, it's a PA thing.
I think it's like.
I know a lot of both.
I don't know.
Do you know, like, Bryce is a Steeler fan?
I know some Steelers fans. Like my cousin's a Steelers fan. I have a friend who's a Steelers fan too.
Yeah. I know a lot of both.
But yeah, I mean, Eagles fans are very. I work with a couple of Eagles fans, and I wish I didn't. You know,
I know all throughout the spectrum of fans in all fan bases. In all fairness, like Eagles fans publicly are the wildest.
I mean, they all suck. I mean, there was a video of a Bears fan shoving a Packers fan down the stands at Soldier Field. We all suck.
I'll say this: the
Humans
people,
suck.
my friends,
We
that
blow.
my friends that are Eagles fans are. I don't see them as like that type of an.
No,
Eagle
they're
fan.
not like the ones.
You know who are all exactly the same? Cowboys fans. Cowboys
work with a
fans
couple.
are all exactly the same. Even my close friends that are Cowboys fans.
I will say the higher up in age you go as a Cowboys fan, the more calm you get calmer.
Yeah.
Because I work with one
they-
who's an older man, and he's the sweetest man.
Look, I'm not saying they're bad people.
no,
by
I'm
any
just
means.
saying, but he's still a Cowboys fan.
Here's the
Sweet
thing.
man, but he's
when
still
you're
a
a
Cowboys
Cowboys fan and you grow in age, your feeling of how long it's been since you guys were worth a fuck kind of starts to go down a little bit, because it's like, oh yeah, that happened not too long ago. Yeah, maybe in your eyes because you've been living for a long fucking time. But I've been alive for a quarter of a fucking century now. They haven't been worth a fuck in my entire lifespan, and it makes me feel so good. Yo, shout out to the Cowboys fans out there. Every year is your year.
Shout out Jerry Jones. When you gonna croak?
I'll tell you, that's fucked.
I didn't.
I'll tell you right now.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's not that bad. He's an old dude. I'll tell you right now, though, I am, as a Giants fan, so happy that Jerry Jones is still a part of that organization.
Yeah.
Because he's geriatric.
He's helping you guys out.
He is keeping them out of the fucking Super Bowl.
He's helping you guys out, yeah.
Paying Dak. Look, I'm not saying Dak's bad. He's average to me.
You can get better, though.
Without a doubt.
I think.
And they're paying him money, dude. They're throwing the bag at him. Zeke, as soon as he got paid, he fucked off and just started eating cereal. Didn't give a shit about anything else. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Hey, Dallas. Think about it like this, okay?
Hey, Dallas.
At least Jesus. At least you guys were relevant at one point. You know?
I can lead into this with the topic I have
Please
about
do.
Dallas.
Please do.
The Dallas Zoo.
No, another walrus jacking his beef.
Nope.
Who
This
were you in
is,
the
this
ballpark?
is mankind, baby.
Oh no. That could be anything.
Man steals monkeys from Dallas Zoo and says, "I'll do it again."
Holy
Now-
fuck, that guy's got a pair of balls. Not only does
A 24-year-old man, now linked to an unusual string of crimes that kept the Dallas Zoo on lockdown for missing animals, told police that after he swiped 2 monkeys from their enclosure, he took them onto the city's light rail system to make his getaway. The court's recording show. All right, he's a 24-year-old man.
damn, he's our age. What is he doing with these animals? Dude?
See, this is something I would joke about. No, I'll get into it.
Is he fucking the animals?
His name is we'll call him Irving.
Is that his first name?
Irving. His last name's Irving. I can't.
It's public record. It's okay.
Yeah, I know, but I can't pronounce his first
Let
name.
me try it.
I'm not.
Can I try it?
I'm not a linguist. I'm not that smart.
Davion.
Davian Irwin.
We'll go with that.
Shout out.
Yo, that's a basketball player name right there.
It could have been, but this is the wrong timeline.
But instead, he's playing.
This is the wrong timeline. He says he loves animals and that if he was released from jail, he would steal more. So
They're gonna keep him in there for a little.
he knows what he wants. So you
Yeah.
can't fall.
Dude,
into
that takes a set of testicles.
It does to say I'll do it again.
Not just to say you'll do it again, to do it at all.
Yeah.
And have the confidence in the set to be like, yeah, I took him and I'll do it again. Let me out of here. It's gonna happen again. I'll find another zoo. What is he doing with these animals?
Well, he told the police that on the night of January 29th, he waited until dark, jumped a fence to get onto zoo grounds, cut the metal mesh of an enclosure,
Damn.
and took 2 emperor tamarin monkeys. According to arrest warrants, advocates. Maybe I'm not a good reader, but
That's okay.
I'm
You're
trying.
doing great.
We're
You're doing
fine.
great.
I'm doing great. Don't patronize me.
Oh, no, I swear
I'm
to God.
just kidding.
I swear to God. I'm enthralled.
He then got into the city's light rail before walking onto the vacant home where he said he kept his animals. It was just a vacant home. It wasn't his home.
So he was just harboring them.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything to them that...
Huh.
For those of you that hear water in the background, that is a toilet flushing, I believe.
So, he claims to love animals, but he's keeping, I think the police found, 2 monkeys, a bunch of cats,
Yeah.
and, a fish that was stolen from a Dallas aquarium, too. So,
Was it in water, at least?
I think so, yeah.
So they're not dead. He's not fucking them or anything like that, or eating
He
them
just-
like the guy from Drake and Josh. Remember the guy from Drake and Josh who was eating the fucking orangutan? What the fuck were those directors smoking when they wrote this shit? The writers.
Oh, God, Dan Schneider.
Your phone doesn't have Bluetooth.
I'm Dan Schneider. I love feet. You heard about Dan Schneider, right?
Yeah, I've heard about that. Sorry,
He
sick
loves
bastard.
feet. He loves feet.
Fucking sick motherfucker.
He loves
Yo, honestly, that guy voted for Harambe in 2016, no doubt. That's fucking...
There's a level of respect you have to have for him, though.
Dude, I have no gripes with that whatsoever.
Because he didn't hurt them. I mean,
No.
is he doing what's best for them? Probably not.
Absolutely
But I
not.
think he's probably coming from the point of view where, zoos are evil and they're just keeping them in these cages And he's like, oh, I could make them happy. He obviously can because he doesn't have like the.
So he was going for smaller monkeys, I assume.
Yeah.
Dude, like, what if this guy had the set to go after some like Planet of the Apes type fucking monkeys? You ever see those movies? Because I don't think I have, to be perfectly honest.
I'm scared.
Yo, that shit's fucking wild.
I'm not scared about I mean, I'm scared. I'm not scared about that movie in particular, but I'm scared in general. But it's not
Of
like,
the potential of that being real.
of a lot of things. Yes,
up.
but that's included definitely. But
Because they'd fuck us all up. Those things would
I
fuck
think they're better
us
than
up.
us.
They're physically strong. Most
No,
primates.
I think monkeys are better than us.
In what sense?
Every
We're
sense.
a lot smarter
Mentally, we're just have an advantage, but they're better than us.
physically.
They deserve more.
Well, according to that guy, they deserved a new home, at the very least.
You guys don't know, but my entire Instagram feed is just full of monkeys. There's like an orangutan driving a golf cart, like a monkey doing taxes. Like I've
noticed that. Is that a
so
fetish?
No.
Okay.
It gives me joy to see these monkeys do things that
Like
humans are
kind of
supposed
like
to be doing.
alcohol gives Johnny Manziel joy.
Yeah. And like killing a wife and a Jewish man
Makes OJ happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you were like, dude, put yourself in that guy's shoes for a second.
Oh,
That's your
very
thing.
easy. I love it.
I know.
So much.
Yeah, I'm an animal lover as well. I wouldn't steal one from a zoo.
No, because I know that I can't take care of them.
Yo, what animal? If you can guarantee that you're not gonna get fucking maimed, what animal from like the Brooklyn or the Bronx Zoo would you take? I'm taking a giraffe.
Well,
That's
so
like
are
one of the first
we
ones.
taking out like where are you gonna keep it? How are you gonna feed it? All
let's,
that. We're just doing a baseline. Like,
Yeah, fuck
if you
it.
could have it.
If you could have this animal,
Right.
which, let's say you put the thought into whatever you're gonna do with it afterwards. That's taken care of.
See, a giraffe, you can't really interact with it.
Why not, dude? I want to ride a
It's
giraffe.
so big. I mean, I want something like small, like a little penguin, maybe.
Dude.
Because it's not small. It's like half my size.
Panda?
No, penguin.
Penguin. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Speaking of penguins,
Go into the basement. Put some ice on the.
we had a conversation at work about
try
penguins.
to give them a nice life. I don't know.
You could be like
I don't think
Jim
I could,
Carrey.
though. Mr. Popper?
Yeah.
I've never seen that one. I've seen almost every Jim Carrey
I'm
movie.
surprised
never
at
Mr.
that. That
Popper.
actually shocks me that you haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
'Cause I
I haven't either, but you.
I was like, he's not hitting anyone with a big hammer or saying, alrighty then. So I was like,
Isn't it more of a serious role, or is it still kind of slapstick?
My interpretation of it from not watching any of the trailers or seeing anything about it was that it was a children's movie. But,
Yeah, probably.
there's a lot of children's movies that are really great, like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Go see it. It's genuinely don't say you didn't watch it. It's great.
No, I'm saying like
It's great.
Yeah.
I'll fight you right now. It's fucking great.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, no, I will.
I haven't said
It's
anything
fucking
about it.
great.
I
Puss in
should
Boots:
watch
The
it.
Last Wish. Yeah, make it a good
I
night.
love kids movies, dude.
Yeah.
I grew up on when like Pixar and DreamWorks were at their peak. Shrek, Toy
This is
Story and
DreamWorks.
shit.
Yeah, you know Shrek is coming back.
They're gonna make
making
like
another one.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's how they ended. The
What's-
Last Wish has been out for a while, so I'll spoil it. That's how they ended it. They're going to, what is it? Far, Far Away Land, I believe it is.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
About fucking time.
Yeah,
Lord
Puss in Boots
Farquaad
is
tried
listed on
stopping
there.
that shit too. Dick.
Yeah, fucking dick.
But like, I actually kind of want to get back to
Monkey
DreamWorks
Man. Oh no,
at some point, but
not Dallas.
you brought
Monkey Man.
up penguins, and for some reason that just reminded me of a conversation that I had at work with some of the guys at work.
Mm-hmm.
Do not ask me how this conversation came up. Bestiality, you know what I mean? If you were to indulge, what's the animal? I didn't choose. I did, like, kind of, but
See,
like
this is one of those questions that there's not a good
there's
answer
not a good
for.
answer. No.
So I'm not going to worry about trying to pick the best answer.
No.
Whale.
I could tell you whale. I'm gonna ask you why, but I want to tell you some of the answers that we got in the office. We got penguin from somebody. I don't remember why, to be honest. I think the kid said because it was flightless and if it tried to escape, it wouldn't have a good time or something like that. Wouldn't be able to. And somebody said sheep because it's the closest to a real thing.
I don't. Who said that?
I
A farmer?
No.
Farmers fuck sheep. Is this guy a farmer?
No. No, the whole.
No.
He was a coworker of mine.
Yeah?
I think it was a joke. Like
Does he work on a farm?
No, I don't
Does he
believe
know
so.
people that work on a farm?
I don't know.
Because farmers fuck sheep.
But
That's how he would know.
We'll have to get a farmer on the show to confirm or deny.
No, we don't like you. Get out, fuck out of your farmers.
Stop! Don't say that. We need farmers. We're gonna move on. But so my answer was silverback gorilla, and I said that because
You're gonna die.
That's what. But like, if I was successful,
it's gonna snap your dick off.
Yes.
It's gonna rip your dick off, and no, it's gonna rip your fucking your hard dick off.
You said a fucking whale.
Because somehow you got hard, right? It's gonna snap your dick off. All the blood that rushed to your dick is now gonna fucking spurt out of your fucking hole, and you're just gonna bleed out.
So how are you fucking a whale then?
Because I don't want to see its face.
You're gonna see everything.
I don't want to.
It's the size of.
I don't want
everything.
a fucking animal.
I'm just saying. My reasoning for a silverback is because I feel like that would just be impressive. Like, damn, dude, you fucked a silverback gorilla? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, think about that. That means I overpowered it.
Well,
It means I dominated it.
see, that's not possible, though.
It's not.
They're better than us.
This is a very hypothetical situation, Colin. I don't think we're actually going to sign ourselves up for this anytime soon.
No, God, please don't. But
I know somebody that fucked a cat. That's not probably staying there.
Well, did you hear about AMC Theater?
What about it?
I mean, we don't have one around here, so it doesn't.
Middletown.
Middletown.
Middletown AMC is shit, though. It's horrible.
So you know how when you go to movies and you're like, oh, what seats do you want? You're like, oh, not the front.
You pick them.
Not the front.
Oh, I heard about this.
Not the back.
Yo,
like, oh, you want right in the middle.
Yeah,
so
I heard about
AMC
this.
Theater just picking up on it, and like, oh yeah, the middle seats are the great ones. Pay more.
That's bullshit.
Pay more. Oh, what? The housing rates and like everything else are sky high right now, and you just want to go see a movie just to forget about it for a while. Pay more. Pay more.
I mean, all movie theaters have been doing that shit with the snacks.
AMC Theater, fuck you. Okay, we're done with you.
Hold on, they've been doing that for years though with the snacks and the popcorn.
Yeah.
You can smuggle shit in
criminals.
relatively easily, but they charge you out the ass.
Oh, and I sneak them in.
The last time I went,
you.
Yeah, I do too. The last time I went to a movie was with you, and it was with some other people. Was to see Batman, and I smuggled in a shitload of stuff.
Ant-Man.
I really want to see
need to see
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Me and Victoria are gonna go see Creed on the 3rd.
Ooh,
I'm really excited.
You're gonna have
Creed.
a Jonathan Majors-a-thon.
Huh?
Jonathan Majors is the main villain in Ant-Man. He is in.
He's in Creed too.
Yes, he plays the
Creed also because it's Creed 3.
the main man, the main
I don't know
baddie.
who that is. So
Jonathan Majors.
is he's the main villain in Ant-Man?
He's a gorgeous.
What's
man.
the guy in Ant-Man? The villain?
Kane the Conqueror.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the new big hoss.
Kane
right?
the Conqueror is played by Jonathan Majors.
You told me that.
Yes.
You told me that.
And he's also the
supposed
main
to be-
villain in Creed. He's the guy who Michael B. Jordan will be fighting.
I'm really excited for that.
I haven't seen any of the.
I'm a
Creed
huge
movies,
fan
so.
of Michael B. Jordan.
I've
A
seen
lot
the
of his
Rocky
work.
ones. I've never seen any of the Creed movies.
I've been a Michael B. Jordan guy since Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, I'm more of a Michael Jordan.
I'm not a Michael Jordan guy.
No.
I'm not a
I'm
Michael
gonna take
Jordan
that back. I'm a Chicago fan.
Yeah.
But I did see a video of Michael Jordan whispering in I think it was Larry Bird's ear when he broke his one of his records, and like he's hugging him and you can hear like, oh yeah, like, oh, like good shit, and then like as he's like backing out, he's like, fuck you pussy, and then
Could that have been a friendly fuck you pussy? I've told you some things.
you hear things about Michael Jordan.
Dude, he was obsessed. He was obsessed.
Great player.
Did you
maybe
ever
not
watch The Last
best
Dance?
Person. No.
I didn't finish it because it's just it's a lot. But I mean,
See, because I'm a Chicago fan, right? I'm a
Yeah.
Chicago fan because it's the only connection I have left to my father.
no, it's a genuine thing though.
So
You
it's
were also
more
a
towards the
Chicago fan
Bears.
even before that.
It's more towards the Bears than any other Chicago team.
because he was
but like
a deep Bears fan.
I've tried to get into like the Bulls, which would be great because they're doing all right now.
They're pretty good.
I think.
They're
Yeah,
doing pretty good.
I don't know. I'm trying to I try to passively follow, and like I can't pick between the White Sox or the Cubs. So
I would be
like
Cubs guy.
you see, yeah, because there's a reason. The reason why the Bears color scheme is what it is the Illinois college team was orange and blue, and George Halas wanted them to.
I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of the Bears' history because of you.
Because of me. Yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah. And they are the most historic franchise. So, I mean, say whatever you want about them. Say whatever you want about them. Oh, they haven't been relevant since 1985. Oh, they haven't had a
they're a
quarterback
cornerstone
since Sid Luckman in 1946. We have Justin Fields now, so you can't say that anymore. Fuck you. Okay?
They are
But we are the
cornerstone.
most historic franchise in the league, next to the Packers, at least. Next to the Packers, because we started in the same fucking year.
I could argue a third team in there.
Giants.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
I could argue a handful of teams in all fairness.
Yeah, Cardinals.
What do you think would be... I
They were
wouldn't put the Cardinals.
They were the Chicago Cardinals.
Would not put the Cardinals.
They're not historic. They've been around.
What
though,
would you?
for a very
What
long
would
time.
be? What would be your like 4 cornerstone teams for the NFL? Because my 4 are easy 4,
I hate.
and it's hard to pick that 4th though. I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like there's an obvious 3 because they were like the 3 that started it all, and then the 4th I'm kind of picking between 2 to 3 teams. Get the easy ones out of the way.
I mean, I need to put the Bears in because they are, and if I don't, then
I'll give you my first
I'm not a
3.
Bears fan. So
Well, the Bears are there
They
for
are.
me. For me,
They-
it's the
I mean,
Bears,
they
the
have to
Packers,
be.
the Giants, and then that 4th one is where I'm like,
I feel like we might have the same one.
who's
to
your
be honest.
4th?
And as much as it pains me to put the Packers in, I can't deny their
I
history.
can't not put
You
the
can't
Packers
deny
in.
their history.
Cannot.
And I hate them.
But you love Aaron Rodgers.
No, I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Anyway.
I hate Aaron Rodgers more than I hate the fucking Packers.
Yeah, I think.
Did you hear what he's doing?
Yeah, dude, the darkness retreat.
Yeah, just
That's
make a
fucking
fucking
wild.
decision.
This guy,
Just fucking make a fucking decision. How old are you?
Aaron
No,
Rodgers. hold on.
shut the fuck
But some
up.
people don't know what you're saying, so
Okay.
clarify it. You can't tell me to shut the fuck.
Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry. I need to pull it back a little bit.
Shut the fuck.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at Aaron.
I know.
So, on the Pat McAfee show, we love you, Pat McAfee. You're
Love
great.
you, Pat. Oh
You're
my god,
fucking
love
great.
you. You're the fucking
know,
man.
And I'm not like just a blind Aaron Rodgers hater. Like he's a great quarterback. I won't say that. But he is a terrible person. From what I've seen, I do not like him. I don't like a single fucking thing about him. I think he's a dickhead. I think he's entitled as fuck. I think he blames his receivers when he should be taking accountability.
too deep.
Doesn't matter. No, I'm not. I'm not going too deep.
Okay.
You think I'm going too deep?
No, not yet. I wanted you to get to the you looking at me like that. I wanted you to get into the
So,
whole
Pat McAfee show.
ayahuasca
Yeah.
trip.
Yeah. Fucking. So they ask the Pat McAfee show. They're asking him like, "Oh, like, are you gonna make your decision or whatever?" I don't exactly have the verbatim what they said.
Well,
but-
like, are you retiring or not? Basically, how are you?
yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make my decision by going in a dark room for 4 days."
Getting locked in a dark room.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think he's gonna do ayahuasca while he's in there? He has
No,
to, right?
he said there's nothing. He's gonna do nothing in there because
Is he
Pat
gonna-
McAfee asked him.
but they
Pat,
give
no,
food.
Pat McAfee asked him like, "Oh, I can tell you how they slot in. They give him the food." And the Pat
I think
McAfee
I
asked him, like, "Oh, are you gonna bring like weed in there or anything?" He's like, "Nope." So nothing.
So
Literally
he's
nothing.
gonna sit there and,
so-
what, meditate for 4 fucking days in
'Cause
dark?
he's a fucking douche,
Dude,
Yeah.
who the fuck? Like,
And you know how he gets food? They slide it in through a door like you're a fucking
yeah,
prisoner.
like you're a prisoner. I remember.
like you're
hearing
in
this.
solitary confinement.
I thought he was
Aren't
joking.
you a millionaire? Just fucking enjoy your millionaire shit. Why
I
do you have
say-
to go live like Jesus?
I thought he was joking. I genuinely did. I was like, okay, Rodgers does drop a joke here and there, and even shits on himself every once in a while. I thought, no shot, this is
should.
real. No fucking shot, he was serious. He's 100% serious gonna do that. Who the fuck?
I get it. I get it that NFL players, they have the time, to have.
But no
to
one in their
put
right
4
mind.
days aside of your short life that can go in like this. You know what I mean?
But no one in their right
Wasting
mind
4
does that.
days. Are you really gonna make it 4? But
he
you think
has-
you'd make it 4 days?
Dude, I wouldn't make it 4 fucking hours.
No.
I wouldn't make it probably more than
Do
45
you not
minutes.
have shit to do?
That's the thing, though. That's the whole thing, dude. He doesn't have...
Because you do.
No, he doesn't.
You're Aaron Rodgers. Yes, you do.
Not in the off-season, Aaron Rodgers.
Don't you have a
shit.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
No, he doesn't.
Love her.
He doesn't have
God.
a girlfriend. Go on, bring it
Oh,
down.
I hate him. He's been torturing me since I was a kid.
Yeah, I know. That's clear.
Ah.
But he's got nothing else to do, bro.
And
In
the one
offseason,
thing he has to
doesn't
do is just
anything.
be fucking humble. You own the Bears. That's great. You own a team that won 3 fucking games. That's great, Aaron Rodgers. What else do you have in your resume? 1 Super Bowl?
One appearance.
Legendary quarterback. This is all staying in.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I have no reason to cut
Yeah,
it. I
neither
think
do
it's
I.
hilarious.
Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. You've been torturing me since I was a child. The one thing you have to do is be humble, and you can't even fucking do that. God.
Would you say that that's him? Like what is he? I don't even know how to approach the darkness retreat, dude. That's just wild
It's
shit.
just, you don't have to. You know? Like,
Take Aaron Rodgers out of it for a second, actually.
yeah.
This is a really good
If
question.
anyone was doing that, that's crazy.
Who do you think would?
If who would?
Yeah, besides Aaron Rodgers, because that's confirmed.
That's I mean, if Aaron Rodgers didn't do it, I would say, oh, that's something Aaron Rodgers would do.
Yeah.
But because ayahuasca Aaron, but
I have at least one name that came to mind just now. But I'm curious to see who else you think would go on a darkness retreat for 4 days.
Josh Gordon
No weed though.
is a nice.
I'm not talking athletes. I'm talking everybody.
Oh.
I'm talking everybody.
Oh.
Because there's clear and obvious ones at that point. You know what I mean? First thing that came to my mind was because of the last 365 days for Kanye. I could see Kanye going.
I think Kanye needs it. I think he could use it.
See, I think he could actually benefit from something
think he
ridiculous
could.
like
Yeah.
that. Actually, I don't know. Or either that or he's going to go deeper into the spiral that he's in right now. Who knows? That'll fuck with you, dude. Imagine being in pure darkness with nothing to do.
No, because Aaron Rodgers said you hallucinate.
Yeah.
After a while, you
Why
do
does he
hallucinate.
want...
I don't
to do
understand why you
this?
would want that.
Dude, you just do like shrooms. You've already been on record saying you're taking hallucinogenics like a shitload. You're like the Joe Rogan of football.
Yeah.
He's the Joe Rogan of football. Joe Rogan's not a dick, though. There's a
I would
difference.
say, who's the Joe Rogan for women? Oprah Winfrey.
I don't know anything about Oprah. Other than the
Just a
fact that
bad
Josh Peck absolutely loved her.
It's just a
in
bad
the
joke,
show.
yeah. It was a joke I heard from Chris
Why? Because she
Stefano.
does
Shout out Chris
hallucinogenics?
Stefano. What?
Does she do hallucinogenics?
No, it was a joke I stole from
You get ayahuasca. You get ayahuasca. You get a
Everyone
darkness
gets
retreat.
ayahuasca!
Would you do ayahuasca? Would you try that? I know somebody that
See,
would try it.
that's crazy. That's a lot.
Isn't that like a really
Because you
strong
vomit and like
hallucinogenic? That's
you
a strong
vomit and like diarrhea. It's
You
like
can't
a
even get
whole
that in
thing.
America, right? You have
And
to
you
go to,
need
like, South America?
like a shaman too.
Yeah, that's a
It's a whole
lot,
thing.
dude. That's a process.
It's a rich person drug. It's like cocaine, but
cocaine.
is cocaine more?
It's a. I mean, it's expensive.
I would. It's a.
I wouldn't know though because I've never indulged in any of that stuff. I've never indulged in anything other than alcohol because Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football.
Yeah. If I wore a Mike Tyson jersey, I'd covered in cocaine. Yeah. Even though Mike Tyson was never in the
I
NFL.
love Mike
That was just
Tyson.
a
Though.
bad
He's
joke.
funny as
Cut that.
fuck.
No,
I'm
just
that's great.
No, I'm just gonna start saying cut that.
That's gonna be your. Yo, we gotta make a T-shirt that says "Cut that."
Yeah. It's a bit I'm stealing from Trillionaire Mindset. But I relate to it so
It's
hard.
okay
now,
though, but you give credit to where it's due, so it's fine. We're good.
Yeah.
We mentioned them,
Yeah.
dude. I can't.
For their sub goal, they kissed.
I understand that you're gonna try to push that.
No, I'm not pushing it.
You're pushing it,
I'm just telling you that's what they
Colin.
did. I'm just saying that's what they did.
I know. You
And,
sent
like,
me the video,
Yeah.
and you
Did you watch the
mentioned
whole
it.
thing?
I watched it
was a
because.
very
What do you mean?
long
Do I
kiss.
watch the whole thing? You held the phone in front of my
It was
face,
a very long kiss.
and yeah, it
like
was
the one
long.
guy, that one guy wouldn't let him in, and like this is his
pulled
tongue.
him
He
in.
was like trying to get in. He wouldn't.
That's
let him
not
in.
happening with us, Colin.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that's what they did.
Would you do it? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. I'd tell you right now, we'd have to get real far.
I listen.
We'd have to grow a hell of a following for me to do
No,
that.
they grew. They grew
That's
to
what
get
I'm
there.
saying.
They grew to get there. The next one's a naked calendar, but see,
See,
but it's only their dicks.
wow, that's bold.
No,
What's
it's a joke. That's the joke.
It's the opposite.
I am a product of all the podcasts I listen to. Apologies for that. But let's go back to the topics. So you watched a little bit of the Last of Us show, right?
I've watched the first 20 minutes.
Because as of
first
recording,
episode.
I believe the fourth episode just came out.
Yeah, because when I looked a couple days ago, before, was it Friday night? It came out, the last one.
Yeah.
I watched. I believe it was like Tuesday evening, right? But I fell asleep, and it was like 45 minutes into the first episode. But I fell asleep somewhere around 20 something.
Do you know how far you got into the first episode?
I know that, and I don't want to take any spoilers away. So I
We're
don't
on
really have
episode
much.
4, so
Well, so
and by the time this comes out, we'll be even further in.
probably like 7 at that point. But I got to the point after like the opening cast was like killed. When like basically the
You can
first
talk
20
about what
minutes
happened.
worth is like when it all started.
Right.
You know what I
When
mean?
the infection started?
When the infection first started.
Right.
And then like they're trying to like find safety and they get shot and killed by like a dude that works for like SWAT team or whatever the fuck. And around there is where I fall asleep.
Oh, okay. So you saw the entire prologue.
I saw the
So
there you
it's
go.
funny because I played up to where you fell asleep of the game in Last of Us because it was too sad.
I would love to play the game.
I want to. Right now I'm stuck on Hogwarts Legacy. I've never seen any of the movies, but I decided to buy the game for $80. So
I've never seen any of the movies, read the books, nothing.
I know nothing about it, but you know, if you wanna scold me for it, I'm Hufflepuff. Go fuck yourself. I hear everyone saying, "Oh, Hufflepuff. Oh, Hufflepuff." Fuck you.
I don't get that.
I don't know what it is.
I can't get into
But
that.
that's the house I was put in, so
I don't know anything about that. I was
Last
told
of
I'm
Us.
a Slytherin. I don't know what that means. I'm kidding. I was not told that. That's just the only
Evil.
Harry Potter word that I've ever heard and that has stuck with me because it sounds like a snake.
See, this has been my last 3 days.
You're
so-
learning right now.
through the game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how I learned. Well, that's how I learned some shit.
Yeah.
through video
But
games.
for Last of Us, I got to the point where his daughter died, and then I
Are we
was
talking
like,
in the game?
yes. I was like, oh, I had to shut it off, like to get a break from it. I just never went back to
Isn't
it.
the main character a female?
The main character is Joel.
Why, dude? I
There
must
is
have
another
this fucked
character,
up.
Ellie, who comes in later. You haven't gotten there yet, though.
I only know from watching Matt play the video game. I was at his house one time. He was just
okay.
playing it, and he was playing as a female. I thought, but I don't fucking remember, dude.
He was playing The Last of Us Part 2 then,
Probably.
because you play as Ellie in the second one.
Yes, yeah,
So-
dude, you're asking the wrong guy.
I'm not asking. I'm trying to. But so we were gonna talk about Last of Us, but
I gotta watch a little bit more.
yeah, we don't have it.
But I think that
I've
still
seen it all,
brings
but
on
the fourth
conversation.
episode. The fourth episode. I just don't expect like a happy show.
You told me that already.
It's really like sad.
But it's good.
It's really good.
I was a huge fan
But,
of The
like,
Walking Dead, dude.
Nobody gets a happy ending.
Well, yeah.
When a character is introduced, the first thing you should be thinking is, don't get attached. 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 Don't get attached.
You never watched The
Don't
Walking
get
Dead,
attached.
right?
No.
Dude, that show, and some people hate on it, but that show
See,
is
I
fucking unreal, dude. Victoria, for instance, she hates all kinds of shows like that. Well, not hates, she just doesn't find them interesting.
Mhm.
It's her favorite show ever.
Really?
Her favorite show ever. She's a big Grey's Anatomy fan. That had always been her number
From
one
what I've
show.
seen of Grey's Anatomy, love it.
I haven't, to be honest with you, but
George.
that's her favorite show of all time.
Shout out George.
Until
Sorry
we
you got
watched,
hit by that bus. Spoiler, sorry.
until we watched The Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead replaced that as her favorite show ever. Ever.
If she liked, I feel like if you like Walking Dead, you'll like.
That's what I told
The Last
her.
of Us.
I would like to watch it with Victoria.
Because
We need something we can watch.
it's the cordyceps virus, is what it's called, and it's like a fungal.
Yeah, I
virus.
saw that. That was they
And it's
explained
based off of like a real disease.
Yeah, like almost
that
like a
infects
mutated form,
and,
right?
and it infects ants
Yeah.
and controls and does the same thing.
They
with the
explained
enemies,
that in the prologue.
Yep.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I thought was pretty interesting how they had a scientific explanation.
which is great
for
because
it.
a lot of video game adaptations change things not for the right reasons, but like The Last of Us, everything that they changed or like added to is justified completely.
I've noticed it's the opposite way around too. Whenever they make video games based off of the movies as well, like for instance, the Walking Dead games suck dick, trash. Everything about it's horrible.
It is hard to take a movie. I mean,
there's people.
there's a lot of really good
You know,
examples.
this is one of those things that just drives me nuts. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Grinds my gears.
It does. And look, I'm not saying that this is not true for some people, but I cannot stand the people that say the book was better. Like when we go to see a movie, it's like, dude, I didn't read it and I don't fucking plan to.
I don't because I don't have. I mean, I definitely do have the time for it. I just don't.
No,
have,
you work. You don't have time, bro. Where are you gonna get things you actually
So
enjoy?
I usually do audiobooks.
Audiobooks are fire.
Which, speaking of audiobooks, The Course of Love was a very good read.
Was a very good listen.
It was, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't read a single word. I listened to it though. The guy had a British accent, and he said "cunt" at one point. He was like "cunt," and it was like, you know. But
What would be your whole like? Let's put yourself into like The Walking Dead or The Last of Us.
I would have to do Last of Us because I don't know much.
Okay,
about
so
Walking
we'll
Dead.
do The Last of Us,
Yeah.
and those the we'll call them. Are we calling them zombies? Because that's kind of what they are, right?
Yeah,
It's the principle. It's like
yeah.
the flesh eating undead,
You
right?
can call an apple an orange, and it's still an apple. Yeah. I don't know. What did that mean?
I don't know.
Let's stop.
I think that was
Let's
something
move
that.
on.
Yeah,
We
okay.
should move on. Yeah.
So you had
that.
mentioned that you wanted to talk about this before we started recording, and I imagine you had somewhere that you would wanted to start, and it was apocalypse strategies or apocalypse
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah.
Are we talking zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Or any kind?
Any kind of apocalypse where society falls and there's no more rules or anything.
Okay.
You know, the dream. But
Jesus.
wait, what's yours?
Dude, you sound like you had something prepared.
Okay. No one matters but me.
You're alone?
Well, I mean,
You're going
if-
at that shit
Well, no. If we're saying like,
solo.
boom, like it happens right now.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm alone. Yeah. What do you mean?
You wouldn't stick with your fam or your friends or anything like that?
I mean, if they invited me, but I'm not a guy who's like, oh, let me join you.
I mean, it's probably going to be
Like
assumed.
if we're not in the same group and you
I
get
think
in my
it'll be
way,
assumed.
I'm either going to leave you behind or kill you.
No, I think it would be assumed. I think we have a pretty good, tightly knit group of
Yeah.
friends. If you think about it, if like
Well, so then outside of my group, you don't matter. What?
you as in me, or just
No,
you
I'm saying
generally
you
speaking.
as the world.
Okay,
Like if we're driving in a car and
But that-
someone's waving for help, we're not stopping.
It's
Who
an-
gives-
it's a-
they
it's-
don't matter.
I completely agree.
They are going to be
Couldn't
dead.
agree more.
They are a wounded
It's a
animal. You
sad
leave them
reality,
behind.
but that'll be the reality.
No, that's how you have to think. That's how
Yep.
you survive. That's what Joel.
Better
that's
safe
what
than
Joel
sorry.
learned. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And
So
but
sure,
what-
you lose your humanity.
if you think
but
about
humanity's gone.
if you think about this like legitimately, obviously you take people that you want to keep safe, that people that you care
Right.
about. You know, family, sister. I would take my family with me, Victoria, her family. That but like considering the people that we
Bigger
know,
groups slow you down.
considering the people that we know, right?
Cut loose ends.
I think that we have a lot of friends that would be very, very useful in that world and in that environment. And I think that if we kept that group in a certain to us, we would be probably just fine.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
But honestly,
Like materials,
if we're not
weapons.
like going through the point where like, oh, I have to fight and stay alive, I'm probably just gonna blow my brains out in front of the first person who pisses me off just to scar them. You know, because I don't want to be alive in this.
I'm gonna be real with
apocalyptic
you,
world.
bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't wanna
You
be
better
alive
pick
in this.
that person properly, because that has no effect on me whatsoever.
Open up like a book. You know
I've
what I mean?
seen it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm
sadly.
good. That shit doesn't fuck with me anymore. Sad. That's
Yeah.
the reality, though.
Yeah.
Who between the two of us, who dies first? Do you think?
Me.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I agree.
I'd be looking for it.
That's the only reason why I said I agree.
Yeah.
I
If,
think
like
that-
anyone was like, "Hey, do you want to strap this bomb to you and run into that shop?"
You're volunteering to do that shit.
No, I've said they're saying like, "Hey, do you like?"
But you know what? That could
I
make
don't
you a
wanna
very
be here.
useful person. You
I don't
realize
want to
that?
be here.
You would be the guy that
The kamikaze.
not yes and no, but somebody's got to go in the room first, type of deal.
Right.
That might be you.
Maybe.
Because you're gonna be like, well, you're on
Meat
that
shield.
border of fuck it. You know what I mean? If I live, I live. If I die, I die.
Right.
Whereas I would be more on
Very. What's his name? Kirk Cousins. If I die, I die.
Kirk. Fucking chain gang Kirk.
Overrated.
Without a fucking doubt.
I'm
Really
tired of
quickly,
people saying he's a great quarterback.
I want to say something, by the way, about
He's a good quarterback. He's not
I
great.
want to apologize to the viewers and the listeners because of the whole
Just in general, we're sorry.
but because that we're talking, relatively heavily in comparison to previous episodes and probably future episodes about football.
Right.
But that is once again because we're recording it the day of the Super Bowl, and this is going to come out several weeks afterwards.
And we are both very big football fans.
Huge.
So
Yeah.
we just
So I just
naturally
wanted to say that.
gravitate towards that conversation.
Dude,
But,
man, would you eat a person if
No.
you had to?
Oh no. I
Like
mean,
if we were
listen.
struggling for food in the apocalypse.
Well, they are growing. What's it? What's the word? I gotta find the word. Synthetic human meat.
That's fucked. Who's doing that?
Scientists, because they need to
Where the
stop.
fuck are we?
We
like,
need to stop.
Don't we have
I think-
cancer to cure and shit?
Yeah, we need to stop.
What the fuck are we doing?
We gotta redirect ourselves.
We got UFO 3 or 4 or something like that. UFOs flying around Alaska
literally
the
all
last
around the
24
world.
hours or whatever
All
the
around
fuck.
the world.
What
We're-
the fuck's
yeah.
going on? And we're making synthetic human flesh.
Yeah.
Can we focus on the shit that we might be a little bit more important?
I mean, I get it to a certain extent because then you could use it to grow organs and stuff and use them.
Sure.
But skin to eat, like that's not. We don't need.
Well, that's the purpose of it, though?
I did hear a story about that. Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck? I totally get the whole organs thing.
Yeah.
That'd be a
very
revolutionary.
Useful. No, that's very useful. We had to grow our own
scientific-
organs, but I don't.
I
care to
really
know
think
how
we
a
should
human
try to
tastes.
focus on other things first.
A couple of things, yeah.
Let's maybe try to see if there are aliens attacking us right now. Because by the time this episode might come out, we might have more developments on that, or none whatsoever. And we could have fucking like a straight up alien invasion.
Wait, you're saying the balloons are aliens?
No, not the Chinese balloon.
Oh, okay.
You haven't heard about this?
What?
Did you see the shit that Gabe sent into the group chat the past couple of days?
I don't look in the group chat anymore. It makes
I
me
don't
sad.
either, because every once in a while some shit said, it's just like, I can't listen to this.
Yeah.
But like,
There was one thing that pissed me off, and I just want to say this blanket statement. You can cut this out if you want.
okay.
Uh,
I
you,
won't have to work any harder if I don't have to.
you better fucking eat your woman's pussy. I swear to fucking God if you don't. I swear to God if you don't.
I'm keeping that.
No, listen, because there is a one max.
You're not talking about me. Can we please clarify?
I am not talking about you. I'm saying there was a conversation
I know.
where one of our
Dude,
one of-
I was concerned about him
I had to leave,
for a minute there.
and then he tried to come at me, and I was like, no, but well, not come at me. So
We're not going to use his name.
no, we won't.
Don't
of course
reference.
not. No, of course not. But go down.
Go down, dude. Seriously,
Listen,
we got to
listen. Don't be selfish.
We got to revert
Don't be
back.
selfish.
We got to revert back because you sound like you haven't heard of what's going on in like there have been 3.
I know there have been some alien sightings. I just don't know.
No, like there's like government
Alien
footage,
sightings.
like, and they're not hiding this shit right now.
Oh, I know.
There
they
have
recently...
been 3 in 24 hours. I think all in over Alaska UFO sightings, and I think 2 of the 3 have been shot down.
Oh,
Like not the Chinese balloon. We talked about the
yes.
Chinese
Yes,
balloon.
I thought
already.
that's what you were referencing.
No, dude.
Okay.
This is other shit going on,
Oh,
dude.
it's the end of the world.
You know what would
as
piss
we
me
know
off?
it.
You know what would piss me off?
And I'll be
Listen,
fine.
if
I won't
aliens-
be fine. I won't be fine.
If aliens are coming for us, or if they ever do, or if they
They
exist,
will.
say
They
what
will.
you
They
want.
do.
They do.
They
I
do,
think
and they will.
You know what would piss me off?
Yeah.
If they were hotter than us.
Ah,
Dude, what if an alien came down from outer space and she was a fucking 11 out of 10? It's like,
just kinda-
damn. It's like you guys have UFOs traveling to different dimensions and shit, and you're fucking hot? This is bullshit.
listen, that's coming from you, an engaged man.
Relax.
No, I'm just saying, like, I need, like,
Would you get with an alien if she was cool? You might prefer it, wouldn't
I'll
you?
be honest with you. I haven't really found anyone that I like yet. you know?
Here.
Yeah.
So you might
Yeah.
you
I
might be
feel like-
all open to the idea then.
I feel like it's a detriment to me. My standards are higher, not like in like, I mean in a lot of things, but like
But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
no,
You might be
I mean, it can be.
great for an alien.
It can be. I think it definitely can be because you'd have to settle to a certain extent to be happy.
Yeah.
But
No one's perfect.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
So I do think that's something I should work
But, like,
on. But
What do you think the likelihood of an alien being good or bad is? Like wanting to kill us versus like being like cool with us? I'm very 50-50.
we suck.
We do suck.
We deserve it. No,
But we don't know if they do.
I'm not
What if they
trying-
deserve it? What if they're
They
worse than
probably
us?
do. They probably are.
What if they're worse than us?
Yeah,
What if they're going planet to planet just fucking
if
raping
they made
and
it
pillaging?
here, they probably are, but we're bad too.
But what if they were super cool? What if they were like awesome?
That'd be cool.
What if they came down and be like, "Yo, like we heard you guys are struggling with cancer.
That'd
Try
be-
this fucking plant from our
Right.
shit."
Yeah.
And just like it'll, you might poop hard, but like it might cure you too. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
Yo,
we
you
don't
guys,
know.
you guys got a little bit of water. I hear you got a whole global warming thing. Take this force field. or some shit that cures that. Like, that'd be sweet. And then maybe they don't have, like, oregano, and we can give them some shit like that. Like, yo,
Maybe.
it's like, yo, do
And
you
then
guys have pasta
No,
fagioli
and
over there?
then to them, they're like, "Oh my god, Italian cuisine!"
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's like they indulge in the shit that made us fat and lazy, and
Right.
we indulge in the shit that made them advanced.
We fatten them up.
And then we take them out. Dude, see how fucked up we are? We just described the nicest aliens possible and said that we would fucking take them over. First opportunity we got.
Yeah.
If aliens are real, they probably should fuck us up.
That's why I'm saying that. We suck.
But
I know I suck.
We all do.
And everyone I've met sucks in their own way. You know, I love them, but they all suck in their own way.
I think there are aliens amongst us right
Definitely.
now. I think that there are certain...
Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, I was going to say. I think there are public figures that I would say
Elon
that
Musk?
Are
He doesn't look like a human.
I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying I actually
Elon
believe
Musk,
it.
I'm sorry you look so fucking ugly.
I'm not saying well, dude, there's a lot worse.
Look at Elon Musk.
I know.
He looks like you gave a frog autonomy. It's bad. Did I say autonomy right?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit. Like,
He looks like the frog that got the wish.
there is definitely people not from this planet.
Definitely not.
No shot
Yeah.
LeBron James is human. Dude, he's fucking damn near 40. And look at him.
Well,
Look at what he's doing.
I would
He
say-
just passed Kareem. He's the number
just
one
passed
leading all-time
Kareem.
scorer. There's no way he's human. Tom Brady, if
Kareem-
he's not sucking the youth out of his
First off,
child's
I want to
mouth.
say, shout out to Kareem. That's a great name. Sounds like Kareem.
Dude, like Tom Brady, if he's not an alien, he's sucking the youth out of his son.
Some Beatty.
You know, that's why he's mouth kissing his son. He's
Yeah.
sucking it out.
Sucking out the life force.
There's no way Brock Lesnar's not human.
No, yeah. No.
Pat McAfee puts it best. He says he's the alpha male of our species. That's what Pat McAfee says about Brock Lesnar. Could not agree more.
Yeah.
Absolute
He's
fucking
the
tank.
peak. He's the peak.
And he's just a farm boy from South Dakota or North Dakota or whatever the fuck. He lives in Saskatchewan now.
Saskatchewan.
Yeah, he lives out there. He's
Saskatchewan.
got a farm out there. He also has steak seasoning. Fuck, you don't want
Ooh.
to try that shit.
Season my steak.
That one?
My
Season
ass.
your dick butkus?
Season my dick buckets. Hey. So,
Aliens are fucked.
do you
I'm
want to go
terrified.
through Am I the Asshole subreddit?
I don't
heard
know
of
what
that?
that means, but yeah,
It's a
we
subreddit.
can close out with it.
Okay. It is a subreddit where people put like situations where they say like, "Oh, am I the asshole here?" and they explain the situation. Maybe we can decide
Much
if
like
they're the
our
asshole.
friend talking about. Well, never mind.
I didn't read the group chat, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm super.
It's the same
disconnected.
situation about the
When I get
posting.
sad, I disconnect, and then but
or
it's fine.
irritated. I get it.
Very,
Irritated.
very
I
similar
disconnect.
emotions. Yes.
So what is the subreddit? So you're gonna bring up what some
am I the asshole?
topics and say whether or not the person is the asshole.
Am I? There it is.
By the way, Colin, big asshole guy.
Big guy. You know, I'd say I'm a big heart guy.
Yeah, I would say so too. I would also say that you're not a big heart guy.
Huh? I didn't hear what you said.
Never forget it.
My attention span isn't.
Do you
enough
have this
to-
subreddit?
I'm trying to find a good one.
Yeah, just start with one.
Okay.
Reddit's a fucking
Reddit's a hellhole. Yeah.
fucking dude.
Yeah.
You can get everything from helpful tips to
Do you want to read it? Or do you want me to read it?
I don't care.
Doesn't matter. to me.
If you prefer me to read it, I don't mind reading it. You did
doesn't matter.
great before.
Oh, sound like Porky Pig. Am I the asshole for not wanting my niece at my house anymore?
Jeez. So far, yes.
It's a whole paragraph to explain.
That's a lot to read.
It is, yeah. I, 23 female, am a SAHP for an
What is
Wait.
happening?
18M girl.
Male?
Because they say, but girl. Male girl?
I don't know what's happening.
I don't. Fuck, I can't read.
Find one and
How
I'll read it.
upsetting.
Find a good one, I'll
Yeah,
read it.
I don't know if that one was a good one.
Am I the asshole?
Because I want it to be funny, not just bad. And then you're just like, oh, that's a shitty situation.
Our
He ended
friend-
on that, you know what I mean?
Our buddy the non-puss eater made an Am I the Asshole subreddit.
Well, what was it? Do you know?
I don't want to talk about his business.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I just think it's funny because literally less than 24 hours ago we had the conversation with him, and now we're talking about subreddit for something similar. You found a good one?
Oh no! Am I the asshole for making a teenage girl weigh herself at the top of a water slide? That might be good. Oh my god!
I'll tell you,
No thought.
That was
into it,
so
just,
genuine too. No, I don't. To start, we have no explanation as of right now.
We haven't
to
even
start,
read the prompt
I'm
yet.
gonna say no.
So that's that. So if it changes,
I reserve the right to change my mind. Yo, you knocked down the whole thing, dude.
Apparently.
You're right. Yo, we're gonna have a good time tonight. I can tell you right now, the Super Bowl's gonna be a good time.
I got work tomorrow. Woo. I work as a
Fucking
lifeguard.
Call out.
I called out Friday.
I may not be working. I already took off tomorrow.
I called out Friday.
I thought you aren't working Fridays.
That was just the one Friday.
Oh, so you're back to normal schedule?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
But I work as a lifeguard at a water park as part of my job. Includes managing the top of the water slides. I'm to make sure that no one does anything dangerous, like going... Oh, not doing right?
I could tell you don't want to do it. It's fine.
Oh, I don't know.
Am I the asshole for making a teenage girl weigh herself at the top of the water slide? What's your immediate stance on that? I said no.
I think it. I don't know the weight.
Just knee jerk. Take a stance really quick. You have the right to change it.
Yeah.
He is the asshole.
Yeah.
So we have opposite opinions here. I work as a lifeguard at a water park, and part of my job includes managing the top of the water slides. I'll make sure no one does anything dangerous, like going face first, cramming too many people on the inner tube, etc.
It's a much better reader than I am.
I'm going to stumble now. I'm also instructed to ask anyone who looks like they could be over the weight limit of 250 pounds to weigh themselves on our scale, and deny them entry if they refuse. I'm not super comfortable with this, but it's much better than risking people's safety. I will say, first off,
fair.
Completely agree with
That's
that.
completely fair.
And there are weight limits for a reason.
Yeah.
Here lies the problem.
It's not to shame them, it's for safety. Yeah.
For safety.
Yeah.
Shit
has
could
nothing to
break.
do with
It's
shaming them.
safety, liability. There's a lot of legal things in there too.
Exactly, yeah.
Here lies the problem. I lift weights. And for this reason, I am very dense. I weigh 185 pounds, but somehow wear a size 6. I don't know female sizes.
I don't know.
Most of my friends also lift.
I haven't been close to a female in quite a long time. So.
Most of my friends also lift and have similar body comparisons to me. For this reason, I have trouble estimating how much someone actually weighs. I say that's fair.
Probably because I said female. That's probably why I haven't been close to a female.
Yeah. This problem presented itself last weekend when an overweight teenage girl wanted to ride the slide. Yo, who doesn't want to ride? You know, every once in a while.
Ride a slide. I love a good slide.
I love a good rhyme. I love a good ride of a slide.
Ride the slide.
She most likely wasn't over 250 pounds. Hold on. You're looking at her and you're already determined that it's probably not happening. So we're talking borderline.
Looking her up
here.
and down.
I also have a hilarious story to side off of this when we're done with this that we will finish with 100%.
Alrighty.
Where the fuck was I? She most likely wasn't over 250 pounds, but I couldn't be certain. I've gotten better at estimating weights, but my supervisor says if there's any chance they're over 250, weigh them. So I approached her gently and asked her to please get on the scale. Okay. Ma'am, don't mean to be rude, but you know, we do have a weight limit. We just want to be sure, want to keep you safe. Don't want you to go flying to the goddamn moon on the fucking incline.
I'm already leaning over to your side.
So far, she's not being
respectful.
a cunt. She met me with a snarky teenage attitude and said, "What if I refuse?"
What?
She was with a group of teenagers, some of whom were giggling. I'll tell you right now, if we were with one of our bigger buddies and they asked to get on the scale, I'd be shitting on them. Not really, but I'd be laughing. I would have a good time.
Well,
with that.
I will say that, like, you do need a bit of. I don't want to.
It wouldn't be a harmful way.
No, I don't want to come off mean. I do think that some people do need a little bit of negative reinforcement.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not. No, genuinely.
After she had said this, I responded with, "Then you won't be allowed on the slide." I said matter-of-factly. She rolled her eyes and got on the scale. Her weight wasn't even close to 250, so I felt kind of bad.
Oh.
She then said, "See, and went along with her friends. Look, not
She's
even
still
close.
the asshole.
She's not. She wasn't even close.
Well, the bitch who went on the scale is an asshole.
Oh yeah.
Why do you gotta go? See, you're
Yeah.
not the main character in this fucking movie. You're a side character.
Well, she's the main
You're gonna
character.
die.
She's the main character in the story. Here.
Not in,
Actually, no. It's probably the lifeguard. Although she gave me attitude, I could tell she was embarrassed. Her face was red, and she went back to her friends, who were all thin. I asked my supervisor how he would have handled the situation. He said I did the right thing. That it's better to hurt someone's feelings than to break someone's bones. Valid.
That's fair.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can make me commit suicide. So, however, however, yesterday I was called into the office to the owner of the water park. She told me she received an angry email from the parent about how she embarrassed her child in front of her friends. I explained to her that it was protocol, blah, 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 gave her the answer, and she laughed at me and told me I could never get a job as a weight guesser.
I need to prefix. I was
That's
laughing.
basically it.
I need to prefix. I was laughing because he said friends.
I know. I stumble.
That's why I wasn't laughing at her.
I stumble.
I just want to do that. Say to them, I wasn't laughing at that situation. I was laughing that he said friends.
I think I keep my stance from originally. I say she's not the asshole. The fact that it wasn't even close to 250 is a little bit embarrassing on her part.
I think like everything in the world, nothing's 100% one way and 100% the other way. I think.
Yeah, fuck you.
She did every what?
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. I thought I was having a nice stance about it, but you know, she's obviously working. She has her own thing that she has the rules that she has to abide by. And she did not need to give the attitude. Like,
I agree.
See,
I agree.
Know? And I get that it's probably coming from a heightened, like you're feeling embarrassed, or you're like, you have to
it's
act
like
out,
you almost feel attacked. You almost feel the need
right.
to
Yeah.
attack back.
It's a crummy situation.
I've been in this situation. I swear to God. Yeah. So I used to work for. You're familiar with Kittatinny? Yes. I could say the name. I could give a fuck. It's not even owned by the same person.
Kittatinny.
Kittatinny Canoes.
So
it's like a rafting place.
Kittatinny Caboose.
And
where we take a caboose, we put it in the river.
So, in the location that I worked at, we had a zip line. Really big, really tall, really long zip line. It was awesome. We tested it every morning. Multiple friends of the show worked there with me.
Right.
Several, in fact. And it was like just a
Kanye
good...
West.
No. It was a good, fun summer job to have at the time when we were younger.
Charles Manson also worked there for a time.
We're not doing that. I really want to...
Right. Yeah.
And this zip line had I think it was the exact same weight limit. I think it was 250 pounds, to be honest with you. It could have been a little bit more. I know it wasn't less. It was probably 250 pounds. Man, there's some really offensive jokes that would make this 10 times funnier, but it's just I can't go there, I don't think. At this place, we would occasionally get large groups of people. Those groups of people would be Hasidically Jewish, groups of men coming for, whether it be a river trip, zip line, or a bunch of things, right? We were working the zip line this day, and I think we had 150 people come off the buses, and they were all, going for a trip for the day, and it was our job to harness them in and all that kind of stuff. And 99.9% of them wasn't even a thought. They're under 250. We're good. And we weren't even thinking about it. Close to the last few people, there were these two young Jewish men that were incredibly large. And again, not saying that there's anything wrong.
Not eating kosher.
Dude, I don't know how you get that big.
Not eating kosher.
Eating kosher. They were very large, and it was to the point where
I'm 1% Jewish.
There was no doubt in our mind that they were over 250. But I'm not gonna lie to you, we were not comfortable asking. Right. We were just like, fuck. So, which was very irresponsible and very stupid. But ultimately, we had somebody check, and it was good to go. We didn't weigh them, but we basically just asked them. We weren't allowed to weigh them. We were just supposed to ask them. So eventually, we found a way into the conversation to mention that the weight limit is 250. We didn't ask anybody specifically what their weight was. So we mentioned it. They're going down. They said they're going to go down. Everybody's going down, right? So we were at the bottom of the zip line, Mike and I. And I mean, this zip line is far up and far away. Mm-hmm. You can't see anybody until they're about halfway down. Not these dudes. They're wearing their white shirts. You could see them at the top loading onto the zip line. That zip line goes anywhere between 40 and 60 miles an hour, depending on how much you weigh. They easily were going 80. They were flying down that zip line. And the reason why they were flying, the reason why we have the weight limit is because when you hit the brake, you could experience some pretty bad whiplash if you're going too fast. That's why the weight limit is there. It's not going to break. It's not going to fall apart. But you can get injured on the way into the brake. They hit the fucking... We brought the brake like much further out so that they would have a little bit more time to slow down before they hit the end of the zip line. Mm. They hit that shit, and it didn't slow them down at all. It brought them all the way in, and poof! And they were fine. They were laughing, but the dude almost flipped completely. It was bad. Mike made a really offensive joke that I will tell you when we get off of this show, because I will not say this.
Sign up for the Patreon to
I
get the
will
joke.
not say this live. Really fucked. Hilarious, though. I love offensive humor, especially when it has to do with myself. So, but dude, I kind of just want to let it fly. I kind of just want to say what the joke was, but I really can't. Let's just say, you remember Call of Duty?
Yeah.
So in Call of Duty, when you had a kill streak of 25,
I believe I haven't played it since Black Ops 2.
So that's okay.
I mean, they release the same game every year.
Back in the day, if you were on a kill streak of 25, you would earn something called a Moab, which is called the mother of all bombs. And let's just say there was a anti-Semitic bomb on the way down the zip line.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this installment of the Whiskey Talks podcast. Go Chiefs. I hate the fucking Eagles. That's how we're ending it, baby. Screw it. God. All right, no, but for real.
Let's take our picks before we leave.
Hey, I'm going. I'm gonna go with my heart, not my head.
Bears Chiefs 50-0.
I'm going Chiefs over Eagles 31-27.
No, in all actuality, I know that the Bears have the first overall pick in the NFL
which
draft.
is exciting. I want to end it where we ended it, man. Let's not get too deep into it.
Well,
what's your final score?
Chiefs. Fuck you, Philadelphia.
I'm picking with my heart, not my head. 31-27 Chiefs. Patty Mahomes MVP. Thank you.
You already won MVP.
Thank you. What?
You already won MVP.
League MVP. Yeah. I want him Super Bowl. He's going to win Super Bowl MVP
Double
too.
MVP.
First time that's happened in a long time. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Whiskey Talks podcast. Tune in next week for some more stupid shit. As your fucking sister.
And we're sorry.
No, we're not.
No, we're